Hello and welcome back to the BVTCC with me, your bad gamer, aka John, back live for round 6 at Croft. So, here we are at Croft, as everyone knows it, well-known circuit for most. I believe this is Chris Ish's home circuit. 2.13 miles, we all know that. Today we are, as everyone should know by now, the schedule is qualifying results set race 1. Race 1 sets race 2, and race 3 is thrown up in the air with the reverse grid. So with that in mind, I'm just going to let practice roll down, and then we shall be on to qualifying. Oh, pardon me. Caught my burp then. So we have a little bit of a lower turnout tonight for tonight's race. Thought it might be a bit bigger, being Croft. Everyone enjoys Croft, hopefully. Tonight's race, they'll be using 2 sets of tyres, the soft and hard compound. They have to run at least one hard on one race, and the rest is softs. Yeah, so who are we riding with at the moment? Let's have a look. That is Alan, currently P2 in the championship, carrying 150 ballast. It's going to be a tough one for him tonight. Here's his teammate, Trebek, who's also carrying ballast, currently 5th in the championship, carrying 75 kg. So the T6 boys are slowly creeping up the table. Yeah, there's it's currently situated P2 and P5. It's got a couple of results. It proves just what a pointsy weekend can be done. Okay, we're going to be getting close to going to qualify now. So with 13 drivers on the track tonight, should have liked a few more, but hey ho, just the way it goes. So here we go, qualifying. Fresh slate, let's all start. First out of the traps is Gareth Howells. Oh, maybe he's not the first out of the traps. Alan is right at the start there, followed by Matthew, followed by Kyle. No, that's Chris, followed by Chris. There's a queue for everyone to get out. Appreciate the follow, man. Thank you very much. I will be sure to follow back, don't worry. So, who are we going to ride on board for? Well, we can't ride on board because it's auto cameras. I don't have a cameraman. Be nice if I had a cameraman. It looks like we're just going to be following Gareth for a little bit here. Let's bring up the qualifying box. There we go. On his out lap. Nobody has yet started a lap yet. They're just coming around now. First one across the line is going to be Alan to start his lap. It looks like we're riding with Gareth for this one. All the lights go on. That's mandatory to tell everyone that they are on a flying lap. So, Sector 1. Let's have a look at Sector 1. So Alan, he was a purple Sector 1, but that'll be now Chris with 27.9 in Sector 1. I think Gareth has probably bailed out of his lap. Yep, there's Chris-ish. Fastest Sector 1 so far, 27.9. Sector 2 sees Chris-ish again. Fastest Sector 2. I know it says Matthew there's got the fastest sector, but I've got the timings up here, so please don't rely on them. And as they cross the line, Alan goes pole. Matthew second. Chris now goes pole with a 1:21.2. William Martin. He's had a good couple of races, this chap. He's finished most of the time in the top 10. Gained a few points. He had a bit of a bad time round at Alton. Been spun round. But he bounces back and he's back again for round 6. Chris-ish again with the fastest Sector 1. Kieran gets into P4. Has Kyle left the garage yet? That's what I want to know. Not by the looks of it. No, we've still got a few. We've still got Gareth that hasn't set a lap. Kyle, Craig, Simon. Scratch that. Kyle, Craig, Mark, and Eugene. It's another stellar one for Chris. This. Oh, he's bailed out of that one. Currently nobody able to top. There we go. Kieran on a good lap. He's got a fast Sector 1. Sector 2. Does he improve? Let's keep. He's not. You can't see him, but I will let you know. He does not improve. He does improve. He jumps one above Gareth. Oh, Carl Benton now takes P2 with his Ford teammates 1 and 2. Alan's doing pretty well with that car, to be honest, considering he's got 150 kg ballast. I wonder if there's a bit of team tactics here. We've got Matthew in front of Gareth. Could be giving him a tow around the track. Certainly looks like he gave him a tow down the straight there. Everyone banging in green sectors here, but nobody's still as fast as Chris. Axel improves with a 22.6. That puts him... Where's that put him? Can't see. Puts him 8th. So currently under qualifying, Chris is P1, Carl is P2, Alan is P3, Matthew is P4, P5 is Kieran, P6 is Gareth, 7th is Jason, 8th is Axel, 9th is Craig Murphy, and rounding out the top 10 is Simon Trebek. Excuse me. Lawrence Green is 11th, William Martin is 12th, Mark Davenport is 13th, and Eugene is still yet to set a time. Chris with a blinding first sector. He's improved on his last lap. Let's get physical. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh dear. Let's put the leaderboard up there so you can all see where's who and who's what and where they are. So hopefully we have a good old race tonight, because if not, I'm going to be putting my admin foot down, and there'll be quite a few penalties being handed out if there's any nonsense. Hopefully we can keep it clean tonight. Anyway, on that score, Chris still maintains that top spot. Carl just doesn't really have an answer for it, to be honest. I mean, he is carrying a lot more ballast than Chris. Just can't seem to hook a lap up. Kieran Evans pops himself into P3 there. The controller king, shall we call him? No, let's not give him a big head. Kawabake, he's determined to try and beat his teammate. Best lap so far is a 20.9, and that is by Chris. Eugene finally out making some laps, gets himself into P11. Mark Davenport is now out doing some laps. Middle sector seems to be catching a lot of people out. Gareth Howells pops himself back up into the top 3. Matthew Williams goes P2. Kyle's slipped down to P4 here. I think our reigning champ needs to find something. Well, yeah, he needs to find a couple of second attempts somewhere. Axel improves. Personal best in sector 1. Down in sector 2. He got a bit of traffic then, unfortunately. His lap was ruined there. So it looks like Gareth and Matthew have found a little bit of pace in that Ford. So 7.5 minutes remaining for qualifying. I can see that Eugene's popped himself into the top 10 now. Mark Davenport still to put a lap in. Just over half a second Chris has on everyone else. I think he's showing off now. Here comes Chris to try and strengthen his lead. Matthew Williams, I need a piece of paper. That won't do. Chris, purple sector 1. Carl is improved, back into P2. Comes across the line. Improves hugely. 7, nearly 8 tenths ahead. A few tiny little infringements I'm seeing here. Nothing major. Lawrence improving his sector time. Gareth pops himself back into P2 there. Sorry, I was miles away. I think I might have fell asleep then. Ooh, got a right itchy back. Well, Chris there. Again, 2 purple sectors. I think he's going to be improving again on this lap. And he does. 20.6. So we've got 15 seconds to go. Can everyone make it around the line to finish, to get another lap in the books? Or... Okay, so Craig's made it. Stuart Bartley's in the pits. Williams in the pits. They're all in the pits. Kyle, sorry. Very green sector 1. Personal best. Let's just hope Matthew doesn't get in the way here. Down in sector 2. Jason Taylor improves to P7. Kyle ending his run quickly. And that is the end of qualifying. So with Chris taking pole, Gareth takes second, and Carl Benton is third. Matthew Williams is fourth. Kieran Evans is fifth. Alan is sixth. Jason Taylor is seventh. Eugene is eighth. Axel is ninth. And Craig Murray is... Oh, no. Somebody's just beat somebody. Mark Davenport has now gone ninth, and Axel is now the top 10. Craig Murray is 11th. Simon Trebek is 12th. 13th is Lawrence Green, and 14th is William Martin. 15th is Stuart Bartley. So, that's the end of qualifying. It will now skip to quick warm-up, where we will all use this potentially for a toilet break, because I need a toilet. And then we'll get through to race and get it underway. So, that was a fun qualifying. Evening, Matt. Would say it's nice to see you in here, but you should be driving a car. So let's get do you know, I don't actually have a map for Croft. Never mind. Here we go. We are getting ready for round one. Race one. Sorry, not round one. We've round 6, race 1. We've got a couple of people in the pits. Alan in the pits. Okay, cool cars should be on the grid now, and they should be starting the formation lap very, very soon. Off they go. So with that in mind, we're going to get underway and we're going to be ready, and we are starting order is on row 1 we have Chris Ish and Gareth Howells. Row 2 sees Carl Benton and Matthew Williams. Row 3 we will see, when it skips, come on, quicker than me, Kieran Evans and Alan Axon. 7th is Jason Taylor and 8th is Eugene. That's a good qualifying result there for him. 9th is Mark Davenport and 10th is Axel. 11th is Craig Murphy and 12th is Simon Trebek. Lawrence is 13th and William Martin is 14th, and bringing up the rear is Stuart Bartley, who never set a lap. So that is your starting order for this first race. How it ends up, only time will tell. Good evening, Steve, and welcome to the channel, mate. It's a shame we're not seeing you race, bud, but I hope you're feeling better soon. So as they come lining up, let's see how the first lap goes. And they're off. Chris makes a great start. So does Kyle, getting right up the side of Gareth as they make their way down to Clearville. P2 is Kyle's. Matthew played that one safe. Through Hawthorne Bend they go. Does everyone make it through? I can hear some... And yes, everyone has made it through by the looks of it. They all scamper their way down to Tower Bend. Through the Jim Clark S's. Matthew having a look on the outside. Oh, we've got a spinner in the background. That was James Taylor. Not sure what happened there. Could have been a slight contact with someone from behind, but... And Chris is scampering away. It's Croft. Chris is slowly scampering away, but I think Kyle is the proverbial cork in the bottle here. With his 100 and... I think he's got, what, 120 kg weight. Gareth is just crawling all over the back of him here. Again, through the chicane. Down to Tower Bend. They'll be fully deploying the hybrid here. Where is the position list? That's not on there. Let's get that on. There we go. So, looks like Simon Trebecki's in the pits there. That's a first to DNF, I'm afraid. But this is the battle at the moment. Ooh, and Matthew, no, sorry. Gareth almost makes contact with Kyle. So now we've got Matthew and Kyle. No, not Kyle, Kieran. Too many K's in here. Jesus bloody Christ. Round the hairpin. Oh, beautiful move by Kieran up the inside there. Get it done. I don't think Matthew saw that one coming, to be fair. In the background we have, here we go now, this is Alan and who are this? Oh, it's two teammates, Murphy and Davenport. Oh, and they make contact with each other and they push each other off the grass. And ever the optimist Eugene. Trying to go around the outside of Davenport. So here they go now, through the Jim Clark S's, up to Barcroft. Lock up round Sunny Inn. Nice and neat through Sunny out. We join Gareth and Kyle at the complex as they're heading towards the hairpin. Oh, we've got another driver out. That is Stuart Bartley, who's out, and William Martin is in the pits as well. Something tells me they may have succumbed to the tyre barrier. It's a killer because they don't move. So it seems most people are using, well, not most people, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people choosing to get the hard tyre out the way very quickly. As we now ride on board with Gareth, who's still trying to find a way to get past Kyle. Through Barcroft, into Sunny Inn. Chris has not really scampered away much. He's got a cushion, but he's not that far ahead. We can see in the background Kieran has dropped Matthew now, and looks like he's on the hunt for Gareth. Carl and Gareth battling here. This will play straight into the hands of Kieran. So Mark Davenport in the pits. That's a DNF. Simon Trebek is out, but he is a lap down. So is William Martin. Eugene having a look at Axel there as they enter the corner. I can never remember what the corner's called. We flicked on that just in time then. Alan is now, believe it or not, slowly catching Matthew, because Matthew's on them hard tyres, remember, and they are not that great. I mean, they've all got to use the hard tyre at least once, but Kieran has well and truly dropped Matthew, and Alan is just reeling them in. Trebek with a penalty. Why has Trebek got a penalty? Oh, and he's off in the S's. Kieran getting it a little bit wrong there through the S's. So we have 3 DNFs at the moment. William Martin is a lap down. Now William Martin is another, so that's 4 DNFs. Lawrence Green here is catching Jason. Axel scampered away. Matthew has... everyone's... oh, look at this. Here we go now. It looks like Alan is catching Murphy, and he is taking... No, sorry. Alan is catching Williams, and he is taking Murphy with him for the ride. This is for 5th. As we go on board quickly with Alan as they cross the line. Heading down to Clearview. Oh, Matthew's hit the wall. He should have held his brakes. Stewarts will be looking at that after the race. Unlucky there for Matthew. So who are we on here? We're with Axel, who is now right at the backside of Alan. Craig Murphy there just got a free pass and just got 2 positions for the price of 1. And I don't know what's happened to Alan, but he's lost enough position to... And now Gareth seems to have backed off a little bit there from Kyle, probably keeping the tyres. That weight is really not suiting the Honda. Really not suiting the Honda. Can't believe it. We've now got... And Matthew Williams is retired. So that's 5 retirees at the moment. Oh, here we go. What's this? Oh, no, that's Jason Taylor being lapped by Craig Murphy. Nobody's... Oh, hello. Kieran has now caught up with Gareth. So there's less than a second between them now. With only 4 laps to go. Axel is now caught up with Craig Murphy. Murphy, yeah, that's his new name now. Yeah. So this and Axel's this battle here between Gareth and Kieran and Craig and Axel is the only closest 2 on the track at the moment. We've lost a few racers. Back with Axel and Craig Murphy. Can Kieran do an upset and take the podium spot off Gareth? Here we are riding with Axel, who has managed to get past Craig Murphy. I don't know how, but he's quite a way ahead now. Kieran is edging ever so closely. 2 laps to do this. 2 laps. All he's got to do is keep it together, keep it clean. Can he get the podium? This has give Carl the edge though to just scamper off into the distance now. We haven't really seen much of Chris as he's been out in front, so if you're out in front the camera doesn't really like you. But there you go, there's Chris for a few seconds and then we're back to this. So this is the only battle on track now for the moment, for the time being, as they enter the hairpin and enter lap 11 of 12. He's only got this and 1 more lap to get it done. Oh, and Gareth goes wide. The pressure has got to him as they run out of the hairpin. Up the inside at Tower Bend goes Kieran. He sends it. Looking for the switchback is Gareth, but he can't do it. And he's done it. He's got it done. Through the Jim Clark S's. Up to Barcroft and Sonny in. Kieran has taken that place away from Gareth. I think he'll be very, very upset with himself for running wide there at the chicane. Silly rookie mistake. I think that's pretty much a done deal now. Gareth just looks like his tyres are just absolutely melted. So here we are as Chris makes his way through the complex. No, he's not. Yes, he's making his way through the complex. Round the hairpin for the final time. Chris takes P1 with Kieran P2. Carl P3. P4 goes to Gareth Howells. Fifth is Axel. Seventh is Craig. Sixth is Craig Murphy. So there you have it. That is your current finishing positions. Chris and Kyle take P1 and P2, respectively teammates. Kieran Evans is P3 and Gareth Howells is P4. Axel is P5 and Craig Murphy is 6. 7th is Alan Axel. 8th is Eugene. 9th is Jason. And then the rest were, unfortunately, DNFs. So that is race 1 over and done with. So that is your grid for the race 2, isn't it? So there we go. Yes, unfortunately, the Windows DDSs didn't go to plan. But not that it matters. We're not here to look at the pretty windows, are we? We're here to race. So we shall be back very, very soon. Just need to set up race 2 and then we can get on the way. And we are back for race 2. So as we all know, race 2 is literally the results from race 1. Obviously some races will be using hard tyres this time round, potentially. We will see as they get away, and we will do the rundown. Let's hit that rundown button. I've lost what I was doing. Damn it. Here we go. Ah, yes, that was it. Right, so starting order will be the teammates of Chris Ish and Carl Benton locking out the front row, with Kieran Evans P3 and Gareth Howells P4. P5 is Axel, and 6th is Craig Murphy. 7th is Alan, and 8th is Eugene. 9th is Lawrence, and 10th is Jason. 11th is Williams, and 12th is William Martin. 13th is Stuart Bartley, and 14th is Simon Trebek. I believe we have lost somebody. Because we had 15 and now we've got 40. It was Mark Davenport. Oh, really sorry, Mark. Should have pinged a message up in the Discord or something, mate, or on the stream, like, just to let me know. I'd have tried to slow the advance down. Anyway, let's get rid of that. So, race 2. Will we have another 2 for 2 for Chris? He does know if he wins this one, he's got a lot more ballast the next time round. So as the lineup, we will be ready, waiting for the klaxon to start. I think you just get one audible tone for ready, and then it's go. And off they go. I can see that Jason's made a good start. Eugene's there to block him off. Coyle has made a good start into P2, but Chris has managed to cover that. And Kieran is under threat from Gareth and Axel as they make their way into the Hawthorne bend through the chicane. Did they all make it through? It seems like it at the moment. It's ooh, Jason up the inside of Matthew at Tower Bend. Gareth is looking for a bit of revenge here on Kieran as they run down through the Jim Clark S's up to Barcroft. They are now 3 abreast for P2 here into Sunny Inn, putting Carl under immense pressure. Is Kieran there as he's laying on the brakes? Gareth having a look as they make their way to the complex. Kieran attacking and defending. Oh, and we got contact with Simon Trebek and Jason Taylor. I'll tell you what I've not done again. I always forget to do this. And that's put the leaderboard up. Eugene making a move. on Matthew, or is that Matthew making a move on Eugene? Oh, and we've had another car there. Which car was that? I think that was Axel. I'm not sure which car that was. I don't know. It's Matthew trying around the outside. As they both drive down to the Jim Clark S's. So we are back at the front with Kieran, Kyle and Gareth. This is a three-way fight for the lead. For the lead. No, it's not. It's for P2. As we ride on board now with Kieran, that is just how close they are, making their way up to the hairpin. Looks like he thought about diving down the inside there. Chris-ish, the new lap time. That's another point in the book for him unless somebody beats him. It's I mean, to be honest, it looks like Gareth is struggling to hold on to Kieran and Kyle here as Axel goes for a move on William Martin. No, that's Simon Trebek on William Martin through the chicane. And believe it or not, Kieran has actually got hard tyres on here. The hard tyres must suit that car. He is right behind Kyle now, squealing under the brakes as they make their way into Sunny Inn. Can't make a move there. What about the complex? Can he do anything at the complex? Late on the brakes, gets very, very close. It's going to take a lot to put Kyle under pressure, though. He is our 2023 champion, let's not forget. And now Matthew is there. Not Matthew, sorry. Gareth is there. And Kyle is still under pressure from Kieran as they make their way to the Clearview. Through Hawthorne Bend. Look how close they are. Matthew Williams, the new personal best. The new lap time, actually. This is the battle for P2. And in a minute, if they're not careful, they're also going to be joined by Axel, who's bringing Alan with him. Oh, and Gareth shoves it up the inside. Through Tower Bend. Gets that job done. I mean, Kieran is running on the hard tyres, so it's no surprise really that he's got a bit less grip than the cars around him. So he's most likely going to potentially fall back a bit further. Now Gareth having a look at Kyle. Can he unsettle our champ? Chris still in the lead there, but he's not really scampering away. Oh my god, I went really brummy then. He's scampering away in the front, but he's not getting very far. Gareth late on the brakes into Clearview. I can't pronounce that properly. Hawthorne Bend as they make their way through to the chicane now. Now he's going to be full on the hybrid. All the way down to Tower Bend. Sneaking in a look up the inside, he's going to late brake, but Carl's got that one covered. That's brought Kieran back into the fold now. This is probably the closest battle we've got on track at the moment, and this is for P2. Gareth using every inch of the course into Sunny Inn. Kyle runs a little wide. That's going to give Gareth a little look on the inside, Sunny out, but Gareth soaking up the pressure from behind, whilst trying to attack the coil. Benton keeping it nice and tight through the chicane. Hairpin, sorry. Both of them must be on the hybrid now. And as we can see in the background, Axel and... Oh! Gareth's having a look at the inside at clear view, and they both touch! Carl comes back through with a little nudge and says, "What you doing?" It's a good job we get that place back. Oh, and there's Kieran on the outside of tab end. Hopefully everybody remembers to keep going, because that's the only way you're going to be put into the reverse grid. DNFs do not get counted. But that little oh, and what's this? We've got 3 cars crash tracking as Axel spins. What on earth happened there? We were very late to the party on that one. Craig Murphy says, "Thanks very much. I'll take that spot." And this is the battle for P9. We are back again at the front with, yet again, Gareth and... I forgot his name. Kyle. Nothing happening there down there at Tower Bend. He can't think about it. Jim Clark S is all he can think about. He's setting it up for sunny in and sunny out. Lets it run nice and wide. They make their way through Barcroft. He's having another look at the inside. Ah, and he gives him another shunt. Here we go, look, we're in a battle here. This is William Martin, Stuart Bartley, and Gareth Murphy, and this is for 8th, 9th, and 10th. William... off the track then, I just saw up ahead, kicking up a lot of dirt. And now it looks like Kieran is going to be coming under pressure from Alan, who just clipped the wall. Clipped the wall coming through Jim Clark S's. So as it stands, we have Chris Ish out in P1, Carl Benton is P2, and Gareth Howells is P3. Kieran Evans is 4, and Alan is 5. 5th. Matthew Williams is 6th, and Eugene is 7th. Simon Trebek is up to 8th. 9th is Craig Murphy, 10th is William Martin, 11th is Axel, and 12th is Stuart Bartley. 13th is Jason, and 14th is Lawrence. Oh, excuse me. But we are back again at this fight for P2. Gareth, once again, Kyle with a bit of a lock up there as they enter Tower Bend. Kyle got it covered for the Jim Clark S's. This is where Gareth likes to break a little bit later, trying to steamroll his way up into sunny in, sunny out. Gareth looking every which way. He tries to get up the inside through the complex. Can he do the switchback on the hairpin? Again, still looking. Oh my god, my voice is going. Tries up the inside. Kieran still. Oh my god, my voice has really gone bad. Carl got a bit of a reprieve there. Oh man, my voice. I'm really sorry, I'm going to have to mute for a bit. Okay, so I'm back. Hopefully I'm still alive. Whew. Here we are again with this battle for P2. Yet again, Kyle, cool, calm and collected. Gareth, trying to find a way through. Kieran, waiting for the opportunity. Opportunity to just rear its head to overtake them both. Was a nice tight line through there, Gareth, but Carl's wise to that. You can see in the background that Eugene is now under attack from Simon Trebek. Honda versus Toyota into Clearview. Drive around the outside. Through Hawthorne, gets it done. Good move by Simon. Great driving by the pair of them. That's Trebek through. And he's up to P7. Terrible first race. I think he's had a terrible second race as well, to be fair. It could all change in the third race, though. He could potentially get pole position. But it now looks like Gareth has dropped Kyle, leaving these three, Gareth, Kieran and Alan, to fight for P3. To the complex they go. Really close now. Oh, and they come, a bit of a contact. Tries the old Plato move. Benton now with the fastest lap. As we are on to the last lap now. Here we are riding on board with Alan through Hawthorne. As they all come round Tower Bend for the last time, up to Jim Clark S's for the last time. This race anyway. Gareth using all the track there. Kieran gets it right up the inside, he sends it through Sunny in. Has he done it again? Chris, round the complex. Oh, please get back to those two. And Kieran has got him again. Gareth Howells has a penalty, so he's going to drop anyway. But that is a 1-2 finish yet again for Chris and Kyle. And Kieran taking his second podium. Gareth Howells. Oof. So he's dropped down all the way to 9th. Twelfth. No, let's wait for the rest of them to finish. Jason rounds the hairpin for the last time. Lawrence round the hairpin for the last time. And you know what? I've had the lineup music on all that time. Damn it. I didn't even... Ugh, somebody could have mentioned that. So, session results for that race are Chris Ish takes the win again, Carl Benton takes P2, and Kieran Evans rounds out your top 3. Alan Axon is 4, Gareth Howells drops down to 5th after his penalty on the last lap. Matthew Williams is 6th, 7th is Trebek, 8th is Eugene, 9th is Axel, and 10th is Craig Murphy. 11th is William Martin, 12th is Stuart Bartley, and 13th is Lawrence. Where there's somebody missing. Jason Taylor doesn't seem to be on the leaderboard. But there we go. That is race 2 over and done with. But yes, what we've got to do now? What we've got to do now is turn that lineup music off, because then now we get to pick who is on pole position for race 3. So we get to do this. Bring up the spinny wheel. Spinny wheel has 6 to 12 on the list, and that represents 6 to 12 on the grid. We will spin this and see who will take pole position in race 3. So pole position in race 3 is number 6. Number 6, who's number 6? That is the ever so unlucky Simon Trebek. Excellent. So we will be a few minutes while we set the grid up there, and so we will be back very, very soon. Please hold there. So we are back. Shouldn't have seen any of this. It's my bad. There we go. Oof, that was annoying. I'm going to take this 2-minute opportunity to visit the little boys' room, I think. Oh, that's better. Right. Now we can concentrate on... So... Here we go. Race 3, reverse grid. It's always fun, the reverse grid. Always fun. So, let us... Everyone trying to be fashionably late. Oh, we have compliments 15 now. Mark Davenport is back again. Glad you could get back in, Mark, for race 3. There we go. I think we're all on the grid. Yep. All ready to go for the formation lap. As they get underway on the formation lap, we will give you that quick rundown of who's where and what. So, on pole position, we have Simon Trebek in for the T16. Matthew Williams is P2 and Alan Axon is P3, also for the T16. P4 is Kieran Evans and P5 is Carl Benton. 6th is Chris Ish and 7th is Eugene Geikin. 8th is Axel Van Mol, I think that's how you pronounce it. 9th is Craig Murray and William Martin joins him on 10th. Stuart Bartley is 11th and Gareth Howells is 12th due to cut track penalties. Jason Taylor is 13th and Lawrence Green is 14th. And Mark Davenport, as they couldn't get the car out in the second race, will start at the back of the grid. Too many issues for that team in race 2 meant they couldn't get the car out. So I remember to turn off the lineup music now. So we are now ready to go. Two people at the front here. yet to score a win. Simon Trebek. I don't recall him winning. Matthew, he's not took a win yet either. And then we've also got Kieran behind Alan, who's not took a win either. And knowing that Alan has got the 150 kg ballast, it's as long as he can get his foot down quick enough. But the two at the front, they need to scamper away very, very quickly because Chris Ish is very, very quick. However, he's on the softs as well, I think, because I think he did hards at the start. No, he didn't. I think he did hard. Actually, no, he must be on hards. We'll find out. As they get off the grid, very, very slow from everyone. But Simon gets up the... Oh, God, we'll run out of breath. Simon cuts Matthew off. Alan has managed to stay ahead of Kieran. Kieran is looking like he's going to lose a few spots here. Oh, we've got a wiggle already. That's Chris Ish, and now Gareth, and that's not Chris Ish. That's Gareth and Craig Murphy. Simon manages to keep hold of the lead with Matthew in P2. Alan has been P3, and Chris Ish is already up to P4. Kieran is P5. Here we are now on board with Jason Taylor, looking at the rear end of Stuart Bartley's car there as they make their way down to Sunny Inn. Oh, we've got a car off in the background. I don't know what car that was. Who was that? Was that Mark Davenport? Poor old Mark. Not had the best of races tonight, as Kieran is crawling all over the back of Axel, but gets it very sideways coming through the chicane. Here's Chris Ish looking for the inside, trying the outside. He's going to have... One of them's going to have to back out here as they head toward Jim Clark S's. Through the Barcroft. I think he's got it done. Oh, he locks up, goes very wide, and back through. And Kieran sneaks his little ass through. Thanks, Dave. There we go. That's what the tyres are everyone's on. Kieran, ever the opportunist, saw those two having a little ding dong and just said, thanks very much, I'll just make my way through here. Fastest lap is Matthew now, who's out in front. Trebek. Matthew goes wide. Run down to Tower Bend now. Must be full on the hybrid. Trebek late on the brakes. Oh, so close to the back of Williams there. Through the Tower Bend they go, clean up to Jim Clark S's. Penalty for a driver. Whoa, Trebek using every last inch of the track there. Kieran right on the back of Trebek now. He's getting it all kinds of wrong, Trebek. I don't think tonight is his night. because now Chris has joined the party too. Ooh, late on the brakes for Kyle. That's going to allow Chris to look up the inside, I reckon. There he is. There he is. Kyle on the hybrid as they run down to Clearview. He's got the inside lane. Chris not fighting this one. He knows when to pick his battles. Has a look through the hairpin. Through the Hawthorne bend, sorry. Kieran with a little squeal as he gets out of chicane onto the throttle down to tab end. Matthew's still leading this one. Now we've got Alan and Axel close together, and this is 4P5. Kyle is pretty much out of this fight because unfortunately he's using hard tyres. We are back with the lead pack now. It's almost 4 for the lead. Williams, Trebek, Evans and Ish. I wish we could use his proper name, but he... But as all this is going on, Alan and Axel are gaining. Chris looks like he's got the job done through... no. Can we get to Chris and... Hey, stop fucking about. Chris has the inside as they make their way up to the Clearview, and he's got that one done. Hawthorne Bend will be next. Oh, Axel's very, very sideways. Clips the barrier. And we've got our first DNF, and unfortunately it is Eugene. Stuart Botley is in the pits, but I'm not sure if he's a DNF or not. Trebek wanting the win. Matthew desperately needing the win. Taylor and Benton. This is for P6. Ooh. Oh, here we go, look. Here we go. 4-way battle for the lead now. Chris up the inside of the hairpin. Great move. But he's backed off. I think there was a bit of contact there. Kieran having a look up the inside. Nothing he can do there. This is a fantastic 4-way battle for the lead. Alan is trying to get on the back of this train. He just can't catch with the 150 kilograms of weight he's got. Matthew locking up. Chris into the back of Matthew, which pushes him wide and lets Trebek through. Let's see what happens as they go down to Barcroft and Sunny End. Is someone going to make a mistake? Is they going to fall over each other? Trebek is back in the lead. Matthew is desperately trying to stay in front of Chris. And believe it or not, I think Alan is actually catching. Trebek running slightly wide there through the complex. Oh, gets in the back. Matthew gets in the back of him. He's going to try for the switchback. But Chris is up the inside. He can't do nothing about the switchback. They're all leaning on each other as they come down the start-finish line. Matthew desperately trying to hold on to that P2, but he's forced Chris off wide. And now Kieran gets into the back of him. Eugene, his tyre fell off. Sorry, mate. We're right on board with Matthew Stewart Bartley parked up there at the side of the road. Definitely doesn't want to get involved in this battle. Matthew using every inch of the track there. Chris letting it drift nice and wide. Kind of like opens the door a little bit. As they all now are literally honing down on Simon, whose tiny mistakes are creeping up on him now. As Chris... Oh, Matthew gets up the inside of the hairpin. Is he going to be able to do it? He can't... Ooh, shuts the door just, but then Kieran gets around the outside. Full hybrid deploy now as they all cross the line. 5 to go. 5 to go. And it is currently Simon leading. Everyone else is P2. It's Chris P2. Kieran is P3. Williams is P4 and Alan Axon is P5. Carl is P6. Axel is P7. Gareth Howells is 8th. 9th is Craig Murphy. 10th is Lawrence. 11th is William Martin. 12th is Jason Taylor. And 13th is Mike Davenport. 14th is Stu Bartley. And 15th, unfortunately, and a retirement, is Eugene. But let's not get away from this battle, as now Alan has joined the back of Matthew. This is Ish. Here he's on board with Ish. That is the distance between him and the leader. He's trying to just stick it everywhere, but Simon is defending with all his life. This is his win to lose now. What he's got to remember is this does have some weight, so he can use that. A little look there at Chris. Kieran just needs to keep Chris honest, so Simon can scamper off up the road a little bit. But now we have Alan, and somebody's got a penalty. It is Davenport, unfortunately. Again. Oh, into the back of Chris. Pushes him further forward. That's going to push him wide, which means... No, fair play to Kieran. He backed off that one. Did well there. I'm pleased with that one. But as we can see now, it is still Kieran versus Chris. And in the background, we have Alan is gaining on Matthew. There's less than half a second between the two now. Simon trying to play it cautiously through the complex. Can he keep this up? No! He shoves it up the inside, Chris. But Simon should have the inside for Clearview. Trebek back in front. Uses all his hybrid there as they go through Hawthorne Bend now. Chris having another look at the inside before they reach the chicane. Putting Trebek under immense pressure. Ish attacking and defending at the same time. He's trying everything in the book. Three for the lead. As now we can see Alan has in fact joined the back of Matthew, whose car looks like it's in the worst for wear. This is... Oh, Chris still trying to get through. He gets up the inside of Sonny out. Has he done it? I think he has. Trebek's dropped down to P3. Kieran Evans is up to P2 now. Oh no, he got completely mugged off there. Kieran looking for the old switchback. Taylor with a penalty. Craig Murphy riding on board with now. Not completely sure why the camera has flicked to him. There's not a lot going on. Can Trebek make P2 back? Chris is indeed going to make it 3 for 3 here. This is going to put him top of the championship if he manages this. We've only one more lap after this one. Trebek trying everything to unsettle Evans. But Evans, he's standing tall. He's still with Chris there. Alan's still looking for a way past Matthew Williams. Kieran again looking for the wide, get the inner cut, but just can't get that done. We now start the final lap as Alan is up the inside of Matthew as before they even reach the clear view. Kieran now, he needs to do something. He needs to pull something out the back here. He needs to send it. As we've got a lapped car in front. This could either hamper. This could make or break. As they both nose to tail as they make their way through the Jim Clark S's. Sonny in. Only Sonny in, Sonny out to go. Kieran has a look up the inside. Through to the complex now. Kieran on the outside. Thinks about it. Can't get it done. He's going to try and have to set up the hairpin. If he can. But Chris is going to be full defence mode here. Full defence mode, full hybrid deploy mode. As they come across the line, it's a drag race, but it is Ish that takes the win from Kieran Evans and Trebek. Alan Axon is P4 and 5 is Matthew Williams. Oof. Whoa, that was something, isn't it? So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final classifications for tonight. We have Chris Ish taking the third win of the round. Kieran Evans P2, improving on his P3 from earlier. Simon Trebek rounding out the last race in P3. Not what he wanted, but it's what he's got. P4 is Alan Axon and P5 is Matthew Williams. Axel is P6 and Benton is P7. Gareth Howells is 8th. Craig Murphy is 9th. And Lawrence Green is 10th. Next page is William Martin is 11th and 12th. And 12th is Mark Davenport. No. 12th is Jason Taylor, but he's not showing up. So 13th is Mark Davenport, and unfortunately the other two DNF'd. Oof. So that was a good, fun last round, last race. The reverse grid never fails to impress. So, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that watched, to the new followers. Thank you very much. And we will be back in 2 weeks time, and we are at, where are we at? Let's quickly have a look at the calendar before we go. We are at Knock Hill, Scotland. Knock Hill, a track that can only potentially kill everyone. Once again, all, thank you very much for watching, joining, following, subbing, whatever. Appreciate it very much, and I will catch you again in 2 weeks time. Bye bye now.